Evangelista Torricelli is a famous 17th century physicist and mathematician who was a student of Galileo. And the amazing thing about Torricelli is that he is the man who, in effect, discovered and proved the existence of air pressure. Now, it should be noted that Aristotle long ago theorized that air had weight, but it was Torricelli who both discovered and proved that air pressure existed. And he did this by creating the world's first mercury barometer. In terms of how he did this, he took a thin glass tube, filled it with mercury. He then dipped the open end of it into a bowl of mercury. And the genius of this was because mercury is 13.6 times denser than water, so quite viscous, it makes for a brilliant means to gauge air pressure. This is because as the air pressure changes, the weight pressing down on the exposed mercury changes, and this invariably alters the weight of the mercury in the tube. To explain that a little better, think of it like this. As the air pressure increases, the weight pressing down on the exposed mercury increases, which starts pushing the mercury in the tube up, and as it decreases, the opposite happens, which makes it a perfect means to gauge the weight of air. So air pressure, genius. And no, even more genius, he proposed that the pressure of air might be less on mountains. And though it was actually Pascal who proved this by sending his brother-in-law up a mountain with a barometer, it's fair to say that this was Torricelli's discovery, as I'm pretty certain if he had wanted to prove it, he could have done so himself. As such, I'll leave you with this absolutely crazy cool quote of his, which came in a letter he wrote to a Roman cardinal and shows you just how mind-blowing this discovery would have been at the time. It goes like this: "We live submerged at the bottom of an ocean of the element air, which by unquestioned experiments is known to have weight."